is I'll beat people. But whatever. Hello everybody, Chris Crimson here with the KKWE Network and Chris Crimson Entertainment. Today, I've been talking for the past few days about putting up a video about discussing WWE2K19 and my plans for WWE2K19. We are currently in preparation as we are closing out WWE2K18. We are in, I would say, the final 2.5 weeks. Or what could be the final 2.5 weeks of WWE 2K18. For a few weeks now, people have been asking me, Mr. Crimson, or Chris, or just plain Crimson, they've been asking me what it is I'm going to be doing for 19, what shows am I going to bring over, and who I'm going to be bringing over. Well, we'll start off very simply with the shows. Cobra Wrestling Elite, CWE, seems to be a big hit with the people. Seems to be a big hit with my viewers. People enjoy watching the characters on CWE, Cobra Wrestling Elite. So that show, in fact, will be coming over to 2K19. Crushed Velvet Wrestling, CVW, the All Divas, All Female League, will be coming over to WWE 2K19. Oh, before I continue on, let me just say that none of this is really etched in stone as of yet, with the exception of the feds. The feds are the only thing right now that are etched in stone. The quote-unquote players/characters that are coming over are not completely etched in stone, but they are interested in coming over to WWE 2K19. Back to the feds. As I said, I'm going to bring Crushed Velvet Wrestling CVW, so we are going to have, once again, an all-women's fed with all women's titles, and this time around, we're going to be doing also a WWE 2K19 all-women's battle royal. We're going to, hopefully, it'll allow us to do an all-women's Money in the Bank. Exactly. Because I do understand that you can also customize the Money in the Bank briefcases. So hopefully we'll be able to do an all-women's Money in the Bank. That would be great. I did say a Battle Royal, didn't I? An all-women's Battle Royal, all-women's Fed. And of course, as I said, CWE will be coming over as well, which I'm thinking probably will be a combination of the men and the women. Quite possibly. We haven't quite figured out all those details yet. We are also possibly considering Roadhouse Wrestling to come over to 2K19. We're not quite sure yet. All the details with the between Terra City and Roadhouse have not been exactly clarified. Although, speaking of Terra City and Halloween-esque type feds, we are going to be running a year-long Halloween Fed. That's right. We just haven't really come up with a name for it yet. There will be a Halloween-esque Fed, hopefully just in time for Halloween, and we're going to keep that one going as well all year round. That should be a lot of fun. It should bring in a lot of new viewers, because I know a lot of my viewers. I can't really say for sure, I don't want to say that I'm speaking for people, but I think a lot of my viewers are getting not so much bored of or tired of, but I think they really want to see some non-wrestling wrestlers in my feds, which I can guarantee will happen. We'll have some anyway. You know, like Jason Voorhees. He's not a guy you'd see in the ring every day. God knows I don't want to see him in the ring every day. Michael Myers, another guy you won't see in the ring every day. You got guys like we have in CWE now, Zartan, Thrasher. We had Ming the Merciless, who's in the Hall of Fame.
Jigsaw!
Jigsaw, absolutely. Guys like I'm referring to guys like that who are not your average everyday wrestlers. I think that should cover just about all the E-Fed stuff for the time being. Now, the superstars, on the other hand, this is a little bit different because I've had so many people asking me to bring them over. I know Whisperfire has been in talks with myself as well as KKWE officials, and I'm not talking about guys like that, the head referee Dick Johnson or any of the other referees that we have on the staff. We're talking about like major suit and tie officials at KKWE. She's been in talks with a bunch of us. She is one who will be coming over to 2K19. Dark Sky will be coming over to 2K19. The Detroit Monster, Blake Gaines, will be coming over to 2K19. Elfie will be coming over to 2K19, providing we have her permission to re-sign her for 19. The Soul Taker will be coming over to 2K19 under my tutelage. That's right, yours truly, Chris Crimson, has re-signed a managerial contract for 2K19, and my stable, Crimson, Crimson Knights of Hell, will be reprised in 2K19. You're probably saying Crimson Knights of Hell being reprised. In order for something to be reprised, it has to have a beginning. Well, it is slowly taking shape in the last 2.5 weeks of 2K18, so you'll be seeing a lot of that going on as well. As I said, Dark Sky will be coming over, Whisperfire. Nilsson, yes, my good brother Nilsson will be coming over to 2K19. I don't know yet in what fashion. I don't know if he's going to be in ring or whether he's going to be in a managerial position or whether he's going to be both, managing and wrestling at the same time. Who knows? Nilsson Nation may be a thing in 2K19, but that's entirely up to him. I'm giving him pretty much, I won't say character control, but like I will say that whatever ideas that we can agree on will be implemented for his character. This way, hey, I like to make him feel welcome in KKWE like he does with me with NNW, that he will be reprising in 2K19. But I'll let him explain about his business on another stream if he hasn't done so already, which I think he has. Let's see, is there anybody else that I haven't covered yet? Nilsson will be, I'm thinking now, it's not for definite, but we could be seeing Big Money Matt coming to 2K19. You hear that, Luke, buddy? We're thinking of bringing you over to 2K19, man, but that's up to you. He's been a pretty loyal supporter of the KKWE network, much like Nilsson and Javier has been, and Elite Women Extreme. What was it? Extreme Women Elite. Elite Women Extreme. Extreme.
Elite Women Extreme.
Elite Women Extreme. Elfie, yes. The three of them have been pretty loyal. So that's why I'm giving them pretty much top billing. That's not to say that other guys like Greg and Sean and those guys have not been loyal. They've been pretty loyal since coming aboard. We're also thinking, or I should say, I'm also thinking, and Nilsson is pretty much in agreement because it was actually his idea, that him and I pretty much are going to go original. We're probably not going to download a lot of characters like we've done with 18. Even though we're two separate entities, we both kind of, we both like to bounce ideas off of each other for the next upcoming game. I definitely agree with him that maybe we should try to keep, even though our shows are separate, but try to keep the characters original. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, I will download, doesn't mean that I'm not going to download any characters. If a character really catches my eye on the new community creations, bam, I've got them right there. And of course, the rules are going to be the same for the wrestlers of whatever show I decide to put of KKWE. It's going to be you have a 1 year contract. So from the time the game, actually, no, that's a bit much because I think they start the game. I think the game technically starts mid-year. So you have until Crimson Mania, when we decide to hold Crimson Mania. Whenever I think it's still in March, because we go along with WWE's WrestleMania schedule. Whenever WrestleMania is, Crimson Mania is looming around somewhere. You have until Crimson Mania to prove yourself. Now that's not to say that if you get a title, you're automatically going to stay. That doesn't necessarily happen. Well, actually it does happen, but it doesn't mean to say that if you don't get a title that you're not going to stay. Let's put it that way. If you've actually worked hard in my rings and proven yourself, you will get what I like to call a Crimson Mania pass, which means you stay until the next Crimson Mania along with the champions, and managers are not affected by this. So anybody who's a manager that I hire or recruit will not be affected by Crimson Mania sweep. It will just mean that if anybody gets eliminated from preset stable, well, then they'll have to find someone else to manage. Plain and simple. I think I've covered all the wrestlers that I know right now that I'm bringing over. Like I said, none of the wrestlers that I've mentioned are etched in stone. Nothing is really for definite because with my memory I may forget something. Actually, I can't forget. I think the only one I think that holds any kind of exception to that is Dark Sky, because I can't forget Dark Sky. She, after all, you know her as Lulu Bell. She pops into my chat every once in a while. I think she's the only one who won't let me forget to bring her back. And of course, myself, Chris Crimson, I won't forget to put myself in the game. But as far as the names mentioned, they are pretty much etched in stone. Although they may get forgotten, it may not be made right away. They may get forgotten. But as I said, it will be Elfie. The characters that will be coming over are Elfie, if we can get permission to use her. It will be Whisperfire, because I know Whisperfire has already asked. It's going to be myself, Dark Sky, Nilsson, the Detroit Beast, Blake Gaines, and the Soul Taker. Those are 7 people who have already been signed to come to 2K19. And that will already get most of one Fed started. Because I think they require a minimum of 10 wrestlers to actually start the Fed. Yes, as you can tell, the sun is starting to set here in the great Northeast. So I think we're going to wrap this up. Thank you all for watching. And as more news happens, I'll bring it to you on YouTube. And who knows, maybe I'll even do a live chat with this one time. Who knows? See you folks. KKWE gone.